Hey, what is going on, you garage sale growlers? Today we're playing some games with Donphan Spiritomb. Maybe the new best one project deck. I don't know. I haven't played a whole ton with it. Pretty cool deck. This list specifically comes to us from Xander Perot. The only thing I changed is I cut a switch for a second Air Balloon because I really wanted to have like a constant pivot in play because we got two main attackers in this deck in the Donphan and the Spiritomb, but they both take different energies to attack with. So we don't know for sure what energy we have access to on the turn, and we have to play our Marnie or our research before we figure it out if we get the dark or the fighting energy. If we get an Aurora, we could attack with either. It's nice to send up something with Fear Retreat and be like, all right, I'm going to research or Marnie, and then if I get only the fighting energy, I have to attack with Donphan. If I only get the dark energy, I have to attack with Spiritomb, and then retreat into that one. Even if you'd rather attack with the other, that's a nice option. That's the only change I made. So yeah, two main attackers, the Spiritomb, the Donphan. We usually try and open up with Donphan because that Earthquake attack, putting 20 damage on all of our bench Pokemon, and set it up. So the Spiritomb does that much more damage. Spiritomb, of course, with that Anguish Cry, 10 plus 30 for each damage counter on it. And then, of course, it has that Building Spite ability, which does put a damage counter on it once during our turn. And then we have these Capes of Toughness that increase our HP by 50, so we can get up to 110 HP, 10 damage counters on it before we knock ourselves out. We can do 310 damage. Yeah, if we put another damage counter there, we would get knocked out. So we go up to a 10 damage counters on it with that Cape of Toughness. And then support Pokemon, we got one Crobat, one Oricorio, Eldegoss, and Dedenne. Two Jynx, because we build up a lot of damage in play, and to get to that number 10 on the Spiritomb with the Cape, that's a lot. Even with attacking with the Donphan with Earthquake, even with that Building Spite, that's still a lot. So Jynx really help us move the other damage counters around that we build up in play, and get those Spiritombs to do that much more damage. Mew protect us from Tag Bolt, as well as Cramorant has been like a big card lately. So protecting our bench from Cramorant, our two prize Pokemon on the bench from Cramorant, is really nice. And Tag Ball. 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball for our Pokemon search cards. A lot of gust effects in here. Dedenne, Crobat, weak to fighting. Donphan with that Earthquake doing 120. You can get those nice, easy one-hit KOs on both of those. Spiritomb also can easily build up for a one-hit KO on either of those, or even something like an Oricorio that's weak to Dark can be really easy for Spiritomb to get a knockout on, whereas Donphan can clean up Crobats and Dedenne really easily. So 2 Great Catcher and 3 Boss's Orders. 3 switch cards because we need to be able to move our dudes around. 2 Air Balloon as well for some more mobility. Like I mentioned, wanting to have a pivot. The Air Balloon is really nice. 3 Boss, 1 Leon. Help us hit those bigger numbers sometimes. The Leon can be super nice. We can also reuse it because we do play that one of Eldegoss in here. And then 4 Marnie, 4 Research, of course, as our draw supports. It feels like that never really changes deck to deck. 4 Capes of Toughness. We don't really need 4 throughout a game, but we need to find them as soon as possible, so we played 4 of them to find them. And then 4 Aurora, 3 Dark, 3 Fighting for the energy split, and that is the list. If you guys didn't know, I do stream every day, or every day except Thursday on Twitch. Go check it out. First link in the description, twitch.tv/AzulGG. So go follow the live stream, check it out every day except Thursday, and then like and subscribe. Go ahead and let's get into some games. All right, getting into our first one. We did win the coin flip, and we will choose to go second, actually, because we just want... Oh, my gosh. Well, going first with this hand would have been really nice, actually. We usually want to go second. I like going second with this deck because I want to find a lot of basic Pokemon, and going first, you don't have to play a draw supporter, so that can be like a lot of draw. A lot of cards potentially you just don't see on your turn. And against some kind of Frostmoth and Teleon deck, it looks like. See the Water Energy, the Training Court, the Retrieval, so that's almost for sure what it is. It's just kind of the question is, what build are they playing? The answer is Darmanitan. All right, so we definitely need to get our Mew into play. Mew's going to be a big deal in this one. And then, I don't even know. We definitely want to attack with Donphan early on, at least once maybe. Maybe 2 Donphans. We'll see. But still depend what else our opponent might have in their deck. We know there's a Darmanitan for sure. So we got to be careful of the spread damage. We can't overspread. So yeah, Mew is going to be important here. But we can maybe let them hit us with a spread like once and then worry about it getting Mew out on the next turn. Like we don't need Mew this turn maybe. If we get a quick ball, we can maybe just go get a Phanpy or something. But we'll have to kind of, yeah. I forget how much Darmanitan VMAX does, to be honest. I forget how much damage it does. I think it's 30. I think it's 30. There's a research. So I like Oricorio a lot. Less of a fan of the rest. They could play something to mess with special energy, so I'm gonna put the basic and then research away everything else. Yeah, Oricorio is pretty cool. Keep that around. Rest of the hand, not that great. We're gonna build some Spite. And unfortunately, we only got Dark Energy. I was about to say Fighting Energy. We want Fighting Energy. We only got Dark Energy. Now, they could Marnie us this turn, so I'm going to put the Air Balloon in play here so I can move it into a Donphan if I want to. We can Dedenne change next turn. I don't really want to Dedenne change next turn. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. I could have hit them for like 70 if I want to go to Jynx with this Quick Ball, but that doesn't seem worth, because we're still going to have to probably 2 KO them even after we would hit them like that, so I think this seems a little bit better. I could have retreated to the Phanpy, because if they attack this turn, they do need a lot to pull off the attack. 4 water at 30. Okay, I got it right. They put 30 to each of my Spiritombs, which wouldn't be terrible, to be honest. But I mean, maybe that was fine, to be honest. Maybe that was like a fine way to go about it. It's interesting. Well, that's not how it works. I think they thought they could have put water, or they just kind of overthought it. We're like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and Ice Dance to our Darmanitan. Oh wait, it's only to bench. And yeah, there's the concede. All right, we get our first dub. All right, we're into another one. We are going second because our opponent chose to go first, but we like going second. Unfortunately, we did open the Eldegoss, which does kind of stink. We have a lot of Pokemon we're very comfortable opening with. Eldegoss is not one of them. We got 4 Spiritomb, 4 Phanpy. Both Jynx are fine. The Mew is fine, so we're up to 11 there. Oricorio is also fine, so that's 12. 12 of our Pokemon were just like, all right, I don't care if we start this. But the other 3, Goss, Bat, Rat, not the most ideal. There's Training Court. Okay, so we can actually like Quick Ball away the Fighting and then get Phanpy and then get it back later even. There's a Spiritomb, so that's a good top deck there. Get the Phanpy. Bench the Phanpy. Play the Marnie. They didn't do a whole ton on their first turn, but I don't feel like I need to like avoid playing Marnie. Ooh, that's not a bad draw, but there's no follow-up, so I'm a little scared. Training Court. We're gonna be able to abuse this Training Court a lot this game. This is like really good for us. Now they could play other stadiums, so it might get bumped, but yeah, that's good. Yeah, we don't play a stadium in this, and I may be like, well, why don't you play Training Court in here? We could play Training Court in here, but like there's like so many swells in the format that it's like you have to play enough stadiums so I can actually get into play. Like Pikachu's playing 2 swell. Hearth decks are playing so many Hearths, like it'd be hard for our Training Court to ever stick and play. Probably just better as another energy. We could just hit that. If you just hit Training Court, it's not an energy. If there's no energy in your discard pile, you don't get an energy for the turn. But if it's just an energy, you just put it in play. But when our opponent plays Training Court, they usually are probably only playing that stadium, so that's gonna be super good for us. Yeah, because we basically only need 2 energy ever, and we'll just constantly be able to recycle with the Training Court, and we can just discard all of our other energy. So I maybe even should have gone like attach Aurora to Phanpy, discard the Fighting, Training Court it back, Quick Ball it away, so we have -1 card in our deck overall in that Aurora energy. So that probably would have been better, to be honest. Yeah, probably would have been better. Didn't do it. Here we are. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. And there is the Viridian Forest. So still good for us actually overall, but I think the Training Court would have been a little bit better if we had kept it in play. Like I said, yeah, they could have just like other stuff, man. All right, so we need a Donphan here. If we do get a Donphan, we actually have the Leon. So if we top deck Donphan or Great Ball and then get the Donphan off the Great Ball, we can go Leon actually knock out this Umbreon and Darkrai. Unless, of course, nope, there's just a Black Lance. Oh, they don't even KO our Eldegoss. We can still do it, though, if we top deck a Donphan. Cool. Donphan? I could thin out an energy, but I Marnied and there's dead cards on the bottom of my deck, so I'd shuffle those into the deck. So I think we just Great Ball. Get the Donphan. No! All right. I guess Phanpy is going to be the grab here. Phanpy. Super unfortunate. But build some Spite. We could attach Retreat. Oh man, kind of in a pickle here. Stampede for 20 doesn't seem worth. Now Stampede with the Leon. Do 80. I kind of like that. Because then I don't need a Leon next turn to get the KO with another Donphan potentially. We have the Viridian Force, so we can guarantee the fighting energy. So I kind of like this, actually. Because now if you just get a Donphan plus a fighting energy can come from the Viridian. I mean, maybe they play a third stadium that's not Viridian or Training Court, then I guess we wouldn't be able to. But if their other stadium is just a Training Court, that would also get us our fighting back from this Donphan getting knocked out. Then we just need the Donphan, get this knockout. Spiritomb still needs a little bit to get there, so Spiritomb wouldn't quite do it. I maybe shouldn't have built Spite on these guys. Can now fight Earthquake twice, they all get knocked out. So that's maybe a mistake. This damage also built up on the Eldegoss is a little bit annoying because, yeah, 2 Donphan hits would put us in a little bit of a rough spot. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, but overall, I think we're chilling. We just need to we got the fighting energy. We can get rid of this boss. So if we just top deck, draw a supporter, have a quick ball, Great Ball into Crobat or Dedenne also works, and then get into that Donphan plus energy that gets that KO on this Umbreon and Darkrai. So that's what we're looking to do. Knock out Umbreon and Darkrai. Can we get there is kind of the question. And well, I mean, we're gonna have to see what our top deck just has to be good. That's what we're waiting on right here. So our top deck needs to be good here. There's a was it Mega Sableye, Tyranitar, or is it Sableye, Mega Tyranitar? I don't know, one of the two. Let's see. What else do they got? They could also actually hit us with this Dark Moon GX. Now, it would be their GX attack for the rest of the game, but in this scenario, I wouldn't hate it for my opponent to use that. Okay, they actually give up the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar. For some reason, like, is it Sableye, Mega Tyranitar? I don't even know if there is a Mega Tyranitar. Is there a Mega Tyranitar? Let me know in the comments below. I actually don't know. Yeah, they could GX attack here with the Dark Moon GX. And if they do that, we probably just set up Eldegoss kind of as like a sacrifice for a turn because we just can't keep up at that point, I don't think. So we just like send up Eldegoss, be like, all right, take another knockout. And they go down to 3 prize cards. But then we could try and even almost win by going knockout on the Darkrai Umbreon and then the Mewtwo. Possibly. Oh, here comes a Mewtwo hit now, though. So we can't get the... We'll have to get this later. So we can 2-shot the Mewtwo into 1-hit KO. We could even just attack with a Spiritomb. I think we're just going to probably send up a Spiritomb and plan to attack with that this turn. And then hopefully we draw into... Still, hopefully we draw into something, but hit with Spiritomb, and then Donphan clean up this at the end of the game. I think it's going to be our plan here. Oh, maybe they got the GX attack, actually. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah. So they're going to GX attack us. They're going to Dark Moon. So now we're going to do the Eldegoss send up. You can have my Eldegoss for another turn as well. And then we just go from there, I guess. It's a pretty bad spot we're in. It's kind of a slow start from us. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too slow, but it's feeling like it's going to be too slow. We might just kind of get overran here at this point. Thankfully, they discarded this guy, though. Red Banco would have been really annoying to deal with. The extra prize card. Winning that game that much faster. I mean, I assume they're going to go for this Dark Moon. No, just the Black Lance. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess I'm fine with that. We're just going to go send up Spiritomb. Research. Marnie's not bad. Okay. Could get Oricorio here, and I think that's what I want to do. And then just take this hit with Spiritomb, and then go Donphan, knock out this, and then knock out the Mewtwo next turn. I think that's what I want to do here. Oricorio, draw some cards. Okay. Build Spite. Build Spite. Build Spite. I guess this could be part of their plan where they're like, huh, so is there any way I could like, so if I hit this for 100, I'll hit it for 160 next turn. Nothing I can do about that. English Cry. Yeah, we can't, if they actually GX attack now, we actually can't KO this. We'd have to go with like, just hit it again, I guess, with a Spiritomb. And then, once again, we're going to go for that Donphan KO here. Or get a Cape on one of our Spiritombs. And then get it big enough that it KOs the Darkrai Umbreon. We're like we need like 6 on it, I think. Yeah, I think we need 6 on it. That's also an out. I mean, we'll see if they didn't GX attack last turn. So it's possible they don't GX attack this turn. Because GX attack last turn seemed pretty good, to be honest, to me. But maybe they didn't like it for some reason, maybe. I guess I could have got Jynx instead of Oricorio. Jynxed one up. Hit for 120. Then I could build Spite Jynx next turn and KO'd this, actually. Maybe that was the play I should have looked for, actually. I don't hate that play. So I could have actually gone Jynx this turn instead of Oricorio. Move one up here, hit for 4, hit for 130. And then next turn, build Spite, move one over, Viridian Force, get a Dark. If they do GX attack Dark here, and then hit for 160, which would get the 2 KO on this Mewtwo, actually. And they can always, like, run. If they run this turn, though, we get to use trainer cards, which means I'm kind of just, like, fine with that. Like, if they go back with Crobat here, our game plan still just becomes chase and then knock out that as well. That's going to be our these two are going to be our KOs we're looking for. And it looks like they might be doing that, as they might be attacking with Crobat here to try and offset the prize trade, so I don't just go KO 3 prizer, KO 3 prizer. I think, that looks like what they're trying to set up here, as they tag switched an energy, actually, off the Mewtwo to the Crobat. They do need another energy here, though. Did they just put the Incineroar back into the deck, and then, I don't know why they didn't just discard the Incineroar. Maybe they're afraid of decking out? Doesn't seem like that should really be a fear, though. Six turns should be more than enough for them to win the game. They have 2 switch down. Could I ever, like, trap something in the active? It's got, what, 3 retreat costs? We could maybe trap the Hydreigon. They have quite a few energy in play here. If I ever, like, can't come up with anything else, Boss Hydreigon into the active might be a winning play, actually. I don't know how many switches a deck like this plays, but I would imagine not a whole ton, because they play so many energy, they can probably just, like, attack with whatever would get trapped anyways. Oh, they're going with the Puffy Smashers, knocking out my Oricorio. Okay, do I wake up? Ask the question now. Can I wake up? The answer is yes. All right, cool. I was a little bit scared there. I was like, oh, that's not a bad play, though. I kind of like that. So we could go for the Donphan knockout on the Umbreon Darkrai right now. I could just play that all out, go for that. These guys get stepped up. We need a Cape and a Gust Effect on this. Plus a Building Spite, and we'd knock that out. Save the Crobat for next turn to dig for all that. I mean, that seems fine to me. I could also just try and KO the active, keep the Great Catcher around, but for that, I would need to go, like, Cookball the... I'd have to bat this turn to try and find a Cape. I would need a Cape this turn. And a Jynx. That's actually just not possible, is it? Actually, that's not possible. We're gonna go like this then. They're gonna get up to 5s. Oh, it doesn't get knocked out. I was like, oh no, it's gonna get knocked out. But maybe I have to, because then they could GX attack this. Oh, they already GX attacked, so they can't GX attack again. All right, Earthquake. I was like, maybe I should Crobat this turn, but no, we should hold off. They can't GX attack twice, as far as I know. But what do I know, right? All right, Jynx, Boss. Okay, there's the Boss. We just need a Cape. We got the energy as well, so we need a Cape. So we can go like energy, get rid of Jynx. This guy's got, yeah, 170 left. We can do 190 if we get up to 6 on the Spiritomb. We got the Boss. We got the energy. We need a Cape. Capes are, we don't got it yet. We also have a Great Catcher left, so we could go with, like, what if we want to leave it open to be like Boss or dig with a research for the Great Catcher? So we don't want to just immediately commit and boss it up and then bat for the +1 card. We definitely want to bat first. We can go like Aurora here, discard the Jynx. Maybe for our top deck, we can't put it in play. It's a dead card. We can pretty enforce it away. Bat for 5. And then if we whiff the Cape but get a research, then we can go research. Try and like dig for the Dedenne as well. Try and get that last Great Catcher. Because if they get this, they're going to get this KO. Actually, to get the KO on the Donphan, well, they have a Hoopa here now. So the Hoopa can KO my Donphan. Right? Because what? 160. Okay, so Hoopa KOs my Donphan. And then they probably have a way to KO my Eldegoss. So I have to win this turn. And if I whiff everything, I can go for that play that I mentioned where we can just boss up the Hydreigon and be like, all right, can you retreat it? That's another 3 energy in play here. That's what? 8. And then how many are in here? 8, 12, plus 2 retrieval, I think. 1 retrieval, maybe. Okay, with 1 retrieval plus 12 energy. Maybe they just can't retreat this. Maybe they only play 2 switch. Don't play air balloons, and they're out of energy, so they can't put 3 energy to retreat it or attack with it. And then we win the game. So that could also, that'll be our Hail Mary kind of out here. Here comes the Caitlyn and Cynthia. I'm sure. Oh, they're gonna draw cards as well. Okay. I'm sure to grab a boss, I would assume. No, a Marnie. Okay. Oh, there's no boss in here. Okay. Makes sense then. They probably have all the boss in their hand or in their deck. So they should have access to a boss next turn. For sure. Get back the Marnie instead. Oh, there's a retrieval. There's 2 from a retrieval. But if they put them in play, somewhere, then besides the Hydreigon, they could put them both on Hydreigon and have like 1 last energy to be able to retreat anything, which wouldn't be great. Now we know they have at least 2 energy, which makes me really not want to boss the Hydreigon, to be honest. You know, they have at least 2 energy in the hand, so if they just have 1 more, we just lose. Or they can remove it. Okay. There's the Dedenne. Don't want to discard the Dedenne. Okay, so Aurora. Actually, Reinforce first, because we can thin out another card out of here. And then Aurora. And Crobat for 4. Now the question becomes, do we boss Dedenne change? What do we not want here? This Phanpy is probably irrelevant. Boss Dedenne change. If we research, so if we always Dedenne change here, but do we boss first? I guess is the question. We only have 2 Gust Outs in the deck. I think we have to go boss and hopefully get one of those 4 capes. Boss, Dedenne change. Do we find a cape? Here we go. No cape. Oh my goodness. So if we had just gone Dedenne change, we could have Marty into Great Catcher plus cape, but that's also super unlikely. I don't know, a balloon here. Anguish Cry. We're short 10 damage. No capes. There's still 4 cape in the deck, and all our opponent needs is a boss. They haven't played one. They have all of their deck in their hand, so unless they play 2 boss only and they're both prized, nope, there's a boss. All right, super close one here up against the Dark Mewtwo box. Man, our capes, man, they're in the deck. We couldn't get one. All right, let's get into the next one. All right, getting into it again. We'll go second. I like to go second. Just want to play my draw supporter, get a bunch of basics. Because like if you look at this hand here, I mean, this would have been okay going first. I guess we like Dedenne change or something, but this would like it's better going second. Maybe we even get top deck a draw supporter. Now we don't have to Dedenne change. Quick Ball becomes a Donphan, so on. We're up against the Mad Party. Okay, so this matchup, drawing first prize card, big deal. So we open the Spiritomb, which is great. We don't want to put 2 prizes in play though if we can avoid it. So far looking like we're not going to be able to avoid it. Should have benched this Spiritomb. Even the Mew, I don't think I should have aggressively benched the Mew, but we could have put the Mew down because Mew can KO us a Nesty turn 1 or even just at some point throughout the game. So he's at 70 HP. Man, so if we just top deck an energy, we could actually KO this Dedenne if we can just get a Jynx off this Great Ball. So I would like to do that. See what we get. Fighting energy though. So we could put it on the Mew and hope to hit a switch card. So we go this for sure. This get rid of, I don't want to put 2 prizes in play though. So we're just gonna grab the Dedenne. Hope to hit a switch card. We have 3. Maybe I shouldn't put the energy in play yet. I will bench the Mew though. I'm even gonna cape the Mew over the Spiritomb, I think. I want to attack with Mew this turn. I don't want 2 prizes in play either. So we're gonna Dedenne change. Got the Mew play. Okay, we got the Mew play. We don't have much else. I can get rid of the Leon, I think, right? What do I need Leon for? Like, what do I get? I don't know what to get rid of here. But Leon should be good to get rid of here. We'll build some Spite on each of them. Don't want to go too far because the Earthquake can get a little bit. You need a good balance. Like, you got to be careful of Earthquake sometimes. They got nice side power here. And now the only thing our opponent can get to actually knock out our Mew here is a Bunnelby. But we have this cape on it, so that 110 HP with no Mad Parties in the discard pile right now could definitely be hard for our opponent to deal with. We'll see. Here comes an E-Radar. I have to assume they top decked that then. Or they saw, or maybe they saw our Spiritomb and they were like, okay, we don't want to put any 2 prizes in play if we can avoid it. And they attempted to avoid it. But yeah, they have only 2 in here. They need to get up to 6 Mad Partiers in the discard pile to actually KO my Mew. This cape could be huge. Oh, but there's the... Whoa, that's a lot of Dedenne. That's all their Dedenne gone on the first turn. Did they thin out 2 Dedenne with the E-Radar? That seems not right. Seems incorrect. There's a Sinestí coming down, another Sinestí. So we really just want to be able to move this Dedenne. That's all we need to do to take a knockout this turn. I'm surprised they didn't just go and try and knock out our Mew. Maybe they're just not confident. I mean, it didn't look like they're going to get there at all. They would need a ridiculously good hand here to actually pull off, to have been able to pull off a KO on our Mew. So they're just trying to stall the Dedenne. I guess I don't hate that play from my opponent here for sure. I think that's definitely reasonable to just be like, all right, this Mew KO is going to be hard for the Bunnelby, so we're just going to go stall the Dedenne. There's a Guru. They have played Research. They've Dedenne changed. They've researched. Their bat's gone. So this is it. This is their turn for the rest of the turn. They're not getting anything else. There's a Rhyme to the hand. Where are they going from here? Another Sinestí, maybe? Another Sinestí would be fine. If we can get a KO on another Sinestí, that'd be great. Not just like getting a prize card for the turn, but like limiting their key breaks, like taking away that draw power from them. Also, taking away the attackers that can use triple acceleration energy is also a big deal as well. There's a switch top deck that's perfect. Of the Donphan. I don't think I want to build any more Spite. I think we're just going to chill. KO another Sinestí with the Mew. Yeah, Mew super strong just against Mad Party in general to like get prize cards aggressively. There's a Marnie. So we are out of this. We weren't dead drawing, but we had enough to like put the pieces together turn to turn, but we weren't in like a ridiculously good spot. This is feeling good though now. I was saving this Great Ball just in case we had to use it to get Crobat to ever dig. So I was like, but now we can just go ahead and burn this next turn. Hopefully find another Spiritomb. Then hopefully hit them with an Earthquake and then follow up with Spiritombs for the rest of the game. That's going to be our game plan. Maybe we want to try and have access to another Donphan just in case we only find fighting energy. It's like just to kind of have a little bit more assurance that we're going to be able to attack turn to turn. So getting a Phanpy in play actually wouldn't be terrible here, to be honest. But yeah, Mew's been doing a ton of work. Maybe they don't even get... They only have 4 or 5. They need one more. They should be able to get one more into the discard pile. So they can KO my... They also need a twin energy, I guess, though, as well, or a triple. They need an energy and one more in the discard pile. But that really shouldn't be too hard, to be honest. That really shouldn't be too hard at all. They should definitely be able to... pull that off. We'll see, though. Maybe they can't quite get there. There's the Evolution Incense. Do they have... They definitely have Poltegeist left. I mean, their prizes could be really bad, but I doubt they prize, like, triple Poltegeist. Yeah, there we go. They need one more in here. Or I guess if they attack with the Poltegeist, if they have a triple acceleration... Oh, triple or twin. They can actually KO my Mew with that. Because Mew is weak to Psychic. I forgot about that. Last turn, they had to attack with Bundle Beast, so it had to be that full 6. But this turn, they've got a Poltegeist set up. Poltegeist can get this knockout. No problem, actually. As long as they have the energy. It's the only thing they've missed. There's another Sinestí. So they better knock out my Mew this turn, or Mew's going to take out another Sinestí here. Okay. Bunny's coming up. There's the twin. All right, they got it going, and they definitely want to keep this around as opposed to a bunny. So they still want the 6 there, and then they'll attack with this guy. All right, so fighting or dark energy is all we're looking for here. Deck is a boss. Let's use a Great Ball. Donphan. I wouldn't mind it going to the bottom of the deck, to be honest. I'll go ahead and put a Jynx in place so I can have some control over where the damage is if we have to like Earthquake. There's an Aurora. There's a Dark. Here's a Spiritomb. Build some Spite. I think we should attack with Spiritomb here. We're in a situation where we have this boss so we can chase the Dedenne really easily. I only need one. I'll attack with this one. Keep the Air Balloon around, actually. Need for 40. So I can move this one from there to there. Once again, gotta be careful I don't put too much damage in play. Because then, well, my opponent, if they play Mew, they could take a prize card with Mew if they wanted to. More so than that, though. Just Earthquake not knocking out my own Pokemon is good. So I think we are going to Earthquake next turn, or even their Mew getting multiple prize cards. So if I like build Spite next turn and then Earthquake and leave these both with 1 HP, they could go Mew, knockout, knockout, which we don't want to give them the option of. So I think next turn we go Aurora, get rid of the Phanpy, boss, KO the Dedenne, and then we have the Researcher just dig for an energy. I actually would probably discard my top deck, keep the Phanpy, because once again, if we only draw into a fighting energy, we want to be able to attack with the Donphan. So we would keep around the bench the Phanpy. So that way if we like research and we only get Donphan fighting energy, we can still attack for the turn. So we definitely do it like that instead. Our opponent almost should definitely be able to attack every turn from here on out. Like, that's not even something I'm thinking about really. Like, we're always getting attacked here. We just have to win the game faster, which means we just got to definitely get this knockout on this Dedenne. And then from there, it's attack anything basically. They don't really have anything with too much HP. I mean, the Poltegeist have 60. Oh, they're going after my Dedenne this turn. But this sets it up perfectly for me. Now I just have a Spiritomb in play with an energy. So I'm just going to Earthquake their Dedenne. And then I have 2 attackers. So no matter what they knock out, I win the game next turn. So Aurora. Let's get rid of the research, I guess. Boss. I could have kept the research, not benched the Phanpy. Yeah. This works out. Now we basically just win the game. The game's over. No matter what. Now, before it was like, okay, they knock on my Donphan, or knock on my Spiritomb, so then Donphan attacks, and they knock on my Donphan, and I don't have an attacker immediately set up. I have to research. I could whiff. I'm likely to hit it. I even have like backup of like the Crobat if I could find a quick ball, or the Crobat itself, so then I would be able to like dig deeper. But I could have whiffed, and now it's just kind of like, well, I kind of can't. I just have 2 attackers set up. I just went, oh, but I can't actually attack with Donphan right now. The back-to-back boss actually does work. I should have jinxed a damage off last turn, actually. One of the Spiritombs. I didn't think about this line of play. This is a super cute line of play for my opponent here, actually. Being like, all right, you can attack with Earthquake, but then we tie. So what I can do is I can jinx one off this one and hit a cape for this one, but we're struggling with hitting capes last game. So hopefully this game goes a little bit smoother. But yeah, we could whiff the cape. We could get another jinx though as well and move this damage off. So it looks like I maybe did overextend a little bit with the damage. Also, last turn I didn't jinx last turn. I was like, I don't think I need to, but I could have moved this damage from here over to, I don't know, the Donphan even. All right, Jynx, put the air balloon on it. Okay, now, okay, well, we top decked the Dark Energy. That's another thing we could get is actually just attack with Spiritomb, and we got it. And that's game, another dub, and that's the Donphan Spiritomb deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the games, and I'll see you tomorrow.